Welcome to our next vlog on self-care and how to gain a healthier, happier version of you. I'm Sophia from Trident Wellbeing. I'm a mind and wellbeing coach, cognitive behavioural specialist, author, martial art instructor and personal trainer. If you like what I have to say, please subscribe and push the bell to know when next week's upload is out. And be sure to watch for the fun interruption. If some of these tools I use in discussions could help someone you know, please feel free to share them. We don't know what will resonate with any one person, but it always seems like a good idea to try. As we've been talking for the last couple of weeks about the holiday season and the temptations that will keep popping up, I thought it's sensible to continue along that line. If you've seen those vlogs and have noticed that you're having a challenge following those tips, perhaps you've even viewed my previous vlogs and noticed that as you start off well with them and their practices, and yet as time goes and life happens, you find that you slip up and fall off the so-called bandwagon. By this I mean that perhaps you begin with a really good intent and maybe you've increased your water consumption for a while and then it slipped again and you found yourself back into whatever your old habits were. Perhaps you cut out soft drinks and all things brown in your diet and then succumb to that bowl of chips, muffins or chocolate. Let's face it, we're human and we will have slip-ups. So today I would like you to be kind to yourself. No, I don't mean double down on those choc chip cookies or extra alcoholic beverages because after all, it is that celebratory time of year, but rather what I want you to do is to accept that you will indeed have slip-ups. Each and every one of us will occasionally slip up, eat extra unnecessary calories or unhealthy food. The difference between those that are healthy and those that are unhealthy, though, is how quickly they recalibrate their well-being. How soon do you do a stock take of how you feel, what your body is doing, how you're responding physically? How soon do you notice that your skin changes, that you feel lethargic or maybe apathy settles in? How soon do you notice that the scales are tipping in the wrong direction? Or it could be just that bloated feeling that you get. Maybe you notice how you feel emotionally. Perhaps you're having some ups and downs, and these could have to do with hormonal changes that occur with changes in diet and increases and decreases in your glucose levels or with your self-talk. Often when we assess the above two things, we then go in a spiral of negative self-talk. We reprimand ourselves. We have whole discussions on how we should have done this, could have done that, wish we had have done some other practice. These ultimately serve little positive purpose. In fact, they do the exact opposite. Rather than try and set us up for success, instead what they'll do is they'll make us feel worse. Our mind will hear all the negatives, our emotions will respond, and then we will behave accordingly and probably go in search of some unhealthy way to comfort ourselves. So today what I want you to do is to recognize that, yep, you're going to fall off the health wagon, and instead of getting frustrated, congratulate yourself that you've picked up this slip earlier than you could have. Pay attention to how that makes you feel. Notice that since you've picked it up, you can self-correct now, whereas previously you probably would not have. Each time you do this, you'll self-correct more and more quickly. And soon the correction will become a habit. And by doing it sooner and sooner, you won't even have that need to worry about what you eat or what you don't, as it's going to become a healthier practice. And you're going to catch yourself out before you feel like you can't do this, don't deserve that, or have no capacity to do it. Just think how those voices around us affect us. Those opinions and judgments that we've heard throughout our whole life, often we've taken them on board, personalised them, and then let them become part of our identity. The thing is that when that voice in our head is with us all the time, and therefore it's the most influential voice, by changing it, we can also change how we feel. And when we feel differently, we do differently. So today, be kind to yourself. Praise each and every good thing that you do, no matter how small, and block out those negatives. If you ate a half a muffin and not the whole lot like usual, that's still a win. Soon you won't even care if you don't have it, except for perhaps special occasions. And if you do, you won't mind because your other healthy practices are going to come into play. For example, maybe you'll eat rest the rest of the day. Eat less the rest of the day. Oh, do you want me to do that again? Because that's soon you won't even care if you don't have it, except for special occasions perhaps. And if you do, you won't mind because your other healthy practices are going to come into play. For example, maybe you'll eat less the rest of the day or be consistently exercising by now. Can you imagine how much life is easier now? If you like what I have to say, please click the like button and share with a friend who might just need a little boost today. And for more tips and tricks, see my other vlogs or blogs, and the links to my book are below. Thank you for listening, and until next time, be kind to yourself. Listen to your self-talk, and I'm sending you much love.